Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about Tom and Raquel because Tom might have a new girl in his life, but also Raquel is speaking on a few things, or Rachel, whatever you want to call her. So before we jump in, you know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And yeah, let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Okay, guys, so I wanted to talk about this for a second because this to me, um, it's just not what I thought. And I'm going to explain why by the end of it. I didn't think, well, this is the thing. Do I explain it now or do I explain it after? Anyways, welcome to Up and Adam Channel 2 with all of the extra coverage. Let's start with it and then I'll explain it. So, Raquel Leviss isn't so sure, thank you to Reality Blurb, that Tom Sandoval did not mastermind Scandoval in an effort to remain relevant on Vanderpump Rules. It was during the latest episode of her podcast she admitted to questioning her former flame's motivation behind their months-long affair, reacted to rumors claiming that she spent time at a spa and not in therapy after the scandal broke, and clapped back at claims of failing to take accountability for the role that she played in the demise of Tom and Ariana's relationship. She said, I definitely didn't mastermind this. I think I fell into a situation and I just didn't know how to handle it. The thought has crossed my mind like, did Tom mastermind this? He is known to self produce, and all he has is this show. And the success of the show equals longevity in his career. And he's over 40 now. And this is his life, this is his main income. When we did have conversations about how this is going to play out, he said one of the pros is that we can be together next season. Now, although Raquel made it clear that she couldn't say for sure that Sandoval was the mastermind behind it, she did say he had motivation. That really escalated the situation. Whereas if it wasn't a TV show and we weren't all filming, I don't know if it would have been like this. So it was shortly after the news of the affair broke. Raquel checked herself into a months long treatment program in Arizona. However, many questioned if she was really there. She said, my privacy was violated when somebody in trauma therapy center, we were in the same group. I think she accidentally texted a friend saying, oh, you wouldn't believe who was in the meadows with me, Raquel from Vanderpump Rules. And that got screenshotted and sent out to the press. And then stories started circulating. Oh, no, she's not at a mental health facility. She's not at a treatment center. She's at a spa. And she's at this place called Miraval in Arizona. So people were like, Raquel's at Miraval with Tom Sandoval. Now, looking back at the controversy surrounding her whereabouts, Raquel said it felt like there were updates every single hour, every single day, which were further fueled by her co star's allegations and Bravo's silence. Other cast members were saying I was at a spa, and NBC, Bravo, and Evolution, the production company that produces Vanderpump Rules, all knew that I was actually at the Meadows, and there was paperwork to prove it. They did nothing to prevent that rumor of me being at a spa from flourishing. In fact, they actually perpetuated it by bringing on to Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live. Andy said I must have been highly medicated at the reunion because I had no emotion. And so I guess Andy Cohen was prompting his guests, asking them, do you think Raquel is actually at a mental health facility or is she actually at a spa? And just further perpetuating the rumor that I was at a spa, even though they actually knew for a fact that I was not. Raquel went on to shade those who report on her podcast without listening, saying, there's stuff that I'm revealing that people higher up don't want you to know. So your due diligence and listening to the whole podcast, it's something that you should do. Also, on her latest podcast episode, Raquel responded to those who have accused her of not taking accountability. She said, look, there's two separate instances here. There's an affair and the cheating and the lying. And then there's another part where I have been assaulted and harassed and threatened, and my life has become completely unmanageable and so out of my control that it has impacted me in a way that I could not even fathom. And you can be two things at once. You can be a perpetrator where you are making these mistakes, and you can be a perpetrator, interesting, and take accountability for those actions. And you can also be a victim of manipulation, a victim of assault, a victim of harassment. And both of those things can happen to the same person at the same time. I'm doing my very best to take accountability. I've done everything that I possibly could to change my behavior and learn from my mistakes. I'm not trying to play the sympathy card that you guys can, so that you guys can forgive me for my past indiscretions. That's not my motive. I'm just putting this all out there so you guys can be more educated on the choices that I made and the reasonings behind them and how this has impacted my life and how I'm moving forward to be a better person and hopefully make change. Woof. Well, there are a lot of people who are making changes going into Vanderpump Rules season 11, which I think is going to be an absolutely interesting season. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but I'm going to see if I can find it. If I can find it, then I'll definitely pull it up. But she said that she, for a fact, was not going to come on to this situation and the podcast or whatever. And she said, I'm not going to come onto the podcast and try to like talk anything about Vanderpump Rules, which I was like, you know what? Good for you. And then all of a sudden, Glorified Gossip Girl posted this. And I was like, oh, well, no, that's exactly what you're kind of doing. You're doing exactly what you said that you wouldn't do. Here, let me show you real quick. Here we go. Thank you to Glorified Gossip Girl. Rachel, as I predicted, is talking about Lala texting her on her podcast after the episode aired. She said that she won't be making the podcast a response to the show, but I have a feeling that this may happen a lot. She said, I stand by what I said in the interview with Bethany Frankel regarding Lala reaching out to me, discussing this and more on the Rachel Goes Rogue podcast. I have a no contact policy with every single cast member, but Lala has reached out to me on Instagram saying that she's willing to lend an ear. She added that she didn't trust her former co-stars, and she said, I know Lala has her own agenda. They have ulterior motives, and they don't care about my well-being. They care about their narrative, that they need to portray on the show. I have a plan with my therapist to process what we watched on Monday's episode for Tuesday, and then I have the remaining days to come out with what I'll be talking about on my podcast. And I don't want my podcast to be a response necessary to what they're putting out for season 11, because ultimately I'm not a part of it. I removed myself from that situation for a reason. My intention to just share my truth. Okay. Also, speaking of Lala, here we go. Thank you to Bywig. Hello, Drama.
We're in a safe space. Jessica asked, what do you think about Rachel still saying on her podcast that Sheena assaulted her? I'm just, Rachel's just out in these streets Racheling. Just Racheling around town. Can I tell you guys something? I know my friend Sheena. She is scrappy. If she wanted to put her paws on Rachel would not be around to be having a podcast to talk about it. For real. Jessica does not play. She's from Azusa. All right.
Jessica.
Not Jessica. Sorry, I was looking at you. Jessica.
She's also scrappy too.
I tell Jessica, post your jujitsu videos so people know that, if we're out after dark,
I need to do that.
That they know not to come for us. Can I tell you though? What's her name again?
Rachel.
Rachel, thank you. Rachel can go on her podcast and talk about her point of view all the live long day, just like Sheena can go out and talk about her point of view all the live long day. And same for me. But so I'm just saying, I don't know that Raquel would just have a little scratch if Sheena decided to put her paws on her. It's just my take on it. Right?
You're like, oh, snake.
Those nails. She showed me her nails the other night. They were a tad longer than mine. She goes, mine are really short for me right now. I was like, how do you function? Because you should see me trying to put earrings in. I have the cutest earrings that just arrived, and I was like, I can't even deal. I can't even do it with these nails. No. Get them off of my fingers. And the thing is I can't, because we are filming interviews for season 11 still. So if they call me and they're like, hey, can you come in for an interview tomorrow? OMG, it's 3:30. I don't want to go get my nails done right now. Continuity.
Sure.
There was a point in time where I showed up with like nude nails and then the next same outfit and then I had like fluorescent orange. They were like, so what? We talk about this. I was like, Katie shows up with mismatched nails all the time. And then Katie goes, yeah, but I go from like one shade of red to like another shade of red. That's kind of like in the same hue. I don't go from like a nude to neon.
Orange.
I was like, oh, you left that part out. Wow, we're tangenting today, you guys. I apologize. I am going to talk about the haul that I made after this.
I can't keep up with them. I mean, honestly, I think that they're fantastic, but holy shit, I want to hear what you guys think. Go ahead, pop off in the comment section, smash that like button, show some love. Welcome to Up and Adam channel 2, where we have all of the extra coverage, and you're not going to want to miss a single thing. So before we go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.